Okay, continuing on with the discussion on inexpensive homes, how to get kids in it. So behind me is my son's house, and he's 28. So he has a wife and two kids. His wife's never had to work. Um, he has a degree in mechanical engineering, but doesn't make a lot. I think he makes 90,000 a year at the government site. He picked this place up. Oh, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago, 3 years ago. But it was while he was waiting for his security clearance to come through. And so what he did is he drove around. I didn't have anything to do with it. I didn't help him at all on this, but he just drove around, found a house, that was abandoned. An old farmer. A lot of times these farmers will consolidate, family farms, but they have these little homes attached to them, and they, nobody lives in them. So he just bought one of these, owner carry. I think he paid 60 grand, owner 10 grand down, owner carry the other 50,000. But really, flexible terms, and just came in and rehabbed it. But he has a couple acres, and it's a nice scenic area. It's about 5 miles from my place. But I'm just telling you, the big lesson learned: never go through a realtor. Man, the realtor, they're incentivized to sell a house for as much money as possible. They make a commission off of it. And you're always going to pay more going through a realtor. But if you find a place, a don't want her, classic don't want her, somebody that doesn't want to build a house, it's not using it, you can always get a better deal. So in this case, it was a rehab. But, my son, I made sure you could, slap on some mud and could twist some wire nuts. So he kind of knew what to do on this. But he went in, him and his wife, they cleaned it up. And, they had to fix a little bit of sheetrock and fix a few fixtures. But it really wasn't a horrible deal. So they have a couple outbuildings. They have a garage and an old dairy barn. So, for Idaho, 60 grand's not bad. And I'm just telling you, there's places all over like this. But when I hear these kids, getting $500,000 in debt, or even going through college and getting debt, nobody cares after the first 5 years of your career where you went to college. Go to, community college or Harvard, it doesn't matter. First 5 years kind of dictates your career trajectory. So all these folks, getting their, fancy Ivy League college educations. Honestly, and I've attended schools all over the country. You go to an Ivy League school compared to a community college, the education's the same, algebra is the same. You get a different genre of people at the Ivy League, but the reality is you get the same level of education. So my son attended, he attended Rick's BYUI up in Rexburg, Idaho, and he had no debt. He had no debt coming out of school. It was a really cheap college. So I guess what I'm getting at, kids don't have to be in debt. You can still have a house if you're willing to, work, fix it up, or think outside the box like I did with my church house. So this video is just meant to show some different ideas so you don't have to be a slave to debt for the rest of your life. I also have a couple other building lots that I bought for my kids. If they want to build houses on them, I bought them part of bigger parcels. So, that might be something else. Make sure your kids are prepared. Anyway, it's good talking to you. You have a good day. Good luck.